he wanted me to give him some sort of answer that he's used to hearing one of these other gurus giving him.
Yeah, exactly.
I said, look, I'm not going with you because no judge would be crazy enough. No judge would be crazy enough to stand there and argue because I put everything in writing. I said, where did I learn that from? I said, I learned it from, if you, I don't remember off the top of my head, but there was about 80, maybe 90 people that signed the order, the writ to execute the king, in England. So the only one who actually put up an answer before the court was an attorney. You know, all the other ministers, like you'd say prime ministers over there in England, all the other ministers just started answering willy-nilly why they decided to kill the king. So I said I learned that from the trial of the regicides. The only one who put a proper answer before the court was an attorney. Out of all the ministers, there just happened to be one of the ministers also just happened to be an attorney. Like now, all our congressmen and senators, they're all attorneys. Mm-hmm. But back then, one of the ministers actually was an attorney. So obviously, the king's son, when he came back into power after Cromwell died, obviously he was going to get revenge on all these guys who signed a writ to kill his daddy, to chop his daddy's head off. So obviously he didn't want to hear shit from nobody. Everybody was going to freaking die. But at least the only one who actually gave a proper answer to the court said, when they were still when the tribunal started to question him, he said, may I have leave of court? And they said, what for? I said, because I require the use of pen and paper so I could properly answer the court. And it's like, that's it. That's what I try to tell people all the time. That's all you got to do in arraignment.
Now, would you say legal court or lawful court, Carl?
Everybody was going to be drawn and quartered. Everybody was going to trial the regicide. Everybody was going to be killed. Nobody was going to get away. You killed the king's daddy. Believe me, everybody's going to die. But at least that guy tried to put up a legitimate defense.
Okay.
By saying, because anybody else who tried to, obviously the king was behind like the tribunal saying, shut that guy up and kill him, shut that guy up and court him, shut that guy up. The only one that was able to actually put up a legitimate defense just happened to be a minister who was an attorney at the time. And he said, I require, see, he knew what the magic word was, I require leave of court. And he required leave of court. Thank you. He required leave of, oh, my sister handed me something. I require leave of court. And they said, what do you require leave of? Like to go to the bathroom, go potty, what do you require leave of? He says, I require leave of court. Why? He says, because I haven't been able to properly answer the court because I haven't been afforded pen and paper.
Okay.
I can't answer the
I misheard you. Sorry about that, Carl.
I don't have pen and paper. And this poor guy, Dallas in California, he was going on like a broken freaking record. He says, no, the judge is only going to say this, the judge is only going to say this. I said, dude, the only thing I'm going to say is this. I require leave of court. And when I require leave of court, I'm letting the court know I require it. And only a man can make a requirement because the government can't require us to do anything. Only a man can make a requirement. A requirement means by authority, I'm doing this, and by right.
Exactly.
Now, the government has the authority that you grant them, but they have no rights because you can't grant rights. You could grant authority, but you can't grant rights. Rights are inherent. They're within that thing. So you can't grant rights. So when you say, I require leave of court, they realize, okay, this is a man, this is God talking now. And God is saying he requires to get the fuck out of here for a little while. And honestly, I'm going to fucking explain to you. I just require leave of court. But they'll usually ask, how long do you require the leave to be? And like they did with that guy, Brian, the other guy said, I need 30 days. I need a 30-day stay, or I need a 30-day, the lawyers will say, I request a 30-day stay. See, they'll request a 30-day stay. I'll require leave of court. See, they'll request a stay, I'll require a leave.